And Karmine Corp CJ stand in the way. Progressive brings you game number 1.
Yeah, Space Station are an absolute, they're an atomic bomb, if you would. And Atomic's not here, but they're doing pretty well to fill his shoes. Spacestation Gaming looking fantastic. Karmine Corp could be a different beast. A beautiful touch there from Juicy. What a start!
The immediate pressure sent the Spacestation Gaming have done to other teams. Couldn't quite deal with it as well here as they wanted to. And Juicy, a beautiful 50. Drops it down nicely towards Atto. And you see how much. Goal number 1 immediately.
Leaving no space to walk it out of defense for Space Station. Here is Juicy, the new kid on the block for KC. Major champ in his own right. Atto top ends the bump too, but it's nearly too good of a shot. Pings off the corner.
That was mere voxels away from just about sneaking home. And 80 seconds, a pop from Atto finds Vatira to the ceiling. The reset, reveal from the blind spot is going to shut it down before it becomes too dangerous. That one pitches just wide of target as well. SSG struggling to break out of their own half right now, and a pinch sneaks in. Vatira, he gets another goal for KC.
Yeah, Reveal just had some boost trouble issues. You can see he flipped straight to the corner boost, which wasn't up. He just hoped it was going to spawn on the spot. Really not trending in the right direction. KC still holding that clean sheet. Juicy with the pop. Diaz is low boost. They're just a bit awkward out of sync and not able to transition as well. Maybe one last crack with a pinch and with a pass, anything. Not to be.
Commanding win in game number 1 for Karmine Corp. Even if they get a goal hit, it's not going to be enough. And KC take game number 1.
So far, they started it a lot stronger against Vitality the previous series. That was only a best of 5, obviously, but a really strong game 1 for them. This is where Vitality got their only win on the board, but they flipped the script. 10 seconds into game 1, KC score. 8 seconds in, Space Station Gaming for game 2.
Immediate pressure. It was Juicy as well. He got that back corner boost, sort of left it up to Chronic to get a touch, and then Reveal can dunk him straight out. Ends up hitting it a little bit further away than maybe he should have done. And Space Station Gaming, really good intent to start off the second.
Here we go again. Diaz right off the kickoff. Atto's missed. Atto's wins. Chronic! 2-0.
2-0 in 14. SSG, they've had their wish. It's a lovely touch from Diaz, and Atto, an utter misread. Very poor from him, quite frankly. Keep their stamp going, the same play style. The aggression will be coming back out, and SSG need to prepare, need to be able to deal with that. Juicy chasing it down towards that right-hand back corner. Vatira, the man that has been Mr. Him for KC, and a lovely bump, and the slow down completely negates the presence of the SSG defender.
You can see how their 5-star safety rating just turned into disaster from one bump. Completely removed all reinforcements on the Space Station defense. Diaz was there, and then he wasn't. I like this from Space Station. They're taking it straight to KC.
Yeah, really need to have aggression going into these series, otherwise KC will just dog walk you. Takes it low, does Atto, and the 50 is sublime. Brilliant idea here. I think many players would have gone for the shot straight away, get it on your corner. Atto catches despite the pressure from Reveal. Knows where Chronic has to put it.
We are seeing KC really isolating that third.
Seen that many bumps or demos. Here's a chance. Vatira goes up for the double, and Diaz, the in and out save, or Chronic rather. Diaz now clearing it over towards that left-hand side with Vatira nipping in. Let's get dumped by Chronic. Forces Atto to be somewhat awkward, but with no one challenging. He can now carry it, and a 3-man offensive play forces SSG to make an error.
Felt like on Friday, KC took a while to adjust to NIP's pace. In this series, though, they've set the pace themselves. They've come out hot. They've been aggressive. So Reveal now leaves it for Chronic. Has Diaz on the left. Can he make some magic this time? He looks for the pass left, but no one home except Reveal underneath. You can see they're going for it now, Space Station. All three sitting very high up.
Yeah, you got to make sure that any touch that you do get is somewhat convincing, or at least throws off KC. Reveal dives in wonderfully. Chronic sidewall. Diaz shot on target! And the bomb on the sidewall prevents any KC defender from making contact.
And that's been the crucial extra link for both teams, finding the bump on third man. They're always going to be saving that. Atto had the clearance, but the bump proved too good. 3-3, huge goal in the grand scheme of things.
And going 2-0 up and then having to wrestle back to a 3-all is going to be a little bit annoying. Chronic wanted to get a touch towards the goal there, and Reveal up solo, 100 boost. What magic can he perform? It's one, not quite the second. Vatira's low, but he does get there.
5 seconds. Maybe in regulation here. Space Station, do they get the last crack? Was Juicy want to keep it up? Not sure if he's going to love the touch, but OT, Diaz doing a lot of work with Zero, but they're still in a fair bit of trouble here with their boost. It's just revealed with 70 in the tank, and he's done so much with it. 1, 2, 3, can he find more? He looks for this. He hits the fake!
Reveal finds a path through everybody on Karmine Corp. Does it himself, but Diaz to finish. SSG, an incredibly important goal. Starts to do somewhat well in this battle of attrition. Atto picking up that left boost and will challenge versus Diaz in the corner. Diaz intelligently hits out widely. Reveal can't make contact. And Diaz does, and it's a three-man play with destruction en route.
They are just refusing to get pinned in defense. When the game is opened, when it's opened up, when there's transition left, right, and center, Space Station Gaming look fantastic. KC looking unsettled. Juicy launches it down the line. They really just can't get onto this last man, KC. They can't set up because they're too worried about what's happening down the other end. Like a chronic off the ceiling to Diaz. What a save. Juicy just had to be there.
A lesser man would have just gone for the central save. Instead, he waits.
You see the speed again. Reveal. He was third man. They were out of position, but he's close enough and he's just more ready. There's a huge shot down the other end. Is it in? Not this time. Diaz scoops up the corner as well. Finds a 50. Vatira right there. They're a little bit awkward. That means the infield for Atto. He's not confident, but the demo is beautiful.
It did not feel like a long time coming. This has been a back and forth. The infield pass from Vatira finds no one, but Diaz helps it on the way. And the demo is opening up the net right at the back.
For as long as they'd like to, or as long as KC would like them to.
Diaz is going to be the one. A nice pop from Vatira and the bump idea. I like it from Atto. It's successful, but unfortunately, he pull shots that ball away. Chronic flicks it, quite choreographed, and so the KC man can dive in. Atto chance for a skim, it's one. There's the second. Vatira actually can receive, but all three are there. Central, Juicy, waits, pops it high. Don't think he wanted that touch.
They're trying to keep it closer, trying to find bumps, but Space Station have found their way out.
Pin Central maybe, Juicy's taking over. This is a conveyor belt from Karmine Corp.
This is where they do get tested. How good's your defense? As a new roster, you don't quite have the reps. Only the first event, but there's a mistake. Diaz off the back ball. What a save coming through. KC showing the defensive magic as well.
Just about. Chronic gets helped on the way there, bumped into the ball. 90 seconds elapsed. Atto again. The defense going through. Can he do it one more time?
Atto's had zero boosts. He's made 3 saves back to back. Diaz keeping the heat on KC. Chronic wants in as well.
Atto's there to finally try and finish it off, but cleared away again.
Both teams getting a hand on it in defense, just getting a touch. It's so important. Can he find a dunk here? They're isolating last man. Space Station getting a look. KC, they're getting a look down the other end too with a counter. It's a beautiful pop, but just in time. It's Reveal.
They're playing in such tight margins here. All 3 players commit on every single play. It means any counter-attack can spring into life at any given moment. Diaz on target. Atto again.
You can see the speed on the ball because both teams are panicking as soon as there's a shot.
What more could you want, ladies and gentlemen? Game 3 in the semis of the kickoff gauntlet. Chronic resets over 1. Atto pumps it high. No close touches for either team. It is high octane. It pinches on target. Diaz has to be intelligent there, and thank goodness for SSG, he is.
Right now is Atto, third man, but he swept up the ball. Ceiling, one more shot on it. Pass!
Pixel perfect, and Karmine Corp lay one more brick in the foundations of their success. 2-1, hard-fought overtime. He knows where his opponent is going. Both his teams sending mortars down range. Their team sheets pockmarked. 100 seconds as Vatira with low boost pings it on target, air dribbles it home, and it's a rare moment where SSG have all 3 players beat.
Yeah, considering how fast these games have been played at, we haven't seen too many open nets like that, too many chances where someone hasn't quite rotated back in time. There's a little miscommunication. Right there it was against Space Station Gaming. KC, though, capitalized. Cannot give Vatira that kind of space. Just like you can't give Chronic too much space. Campbell! Oh, Juicy!
And from the grave, the martyrdom grenade drops. Despite the fact he's in the scrapyard, no contact can be made from the final keeper. Reveal, tempting his carry here. Plays it safe, stays behind it. No flip reset nonsense here, thank you. Juicy fakes it out as Atto now goes to the bump for the final man. The initial shot, however, a little bit too high. And Vatira, he then takes it low himself and beats both.
That is unreal from Vatira. I thought he was just going to drag it top left, but Chronic assumes so as well. So he just stalls. He delays. Goes for the flip reset instead. He smothers it.
Diaz has to alleviate this to a teammate, or will he go alone?
Times at an absolute premium. Diaz pre-jump by Juicy. He had 0. It's down the right end for KC. They want the 3-1.
We reach 10 seconds left as Atto is in the corner, a boost steal. Surely this is Karmine's game.
This has to be it. Diaz throws it downfield. Vatira's looking for safety. Where does he go? He goes right side. Chronic off the corner. Can he find one more? It's a fake instead. Juicy with the clear. Vatira right there. Match point.
Karmine Corp managed to get that one locked away. And Diaz takes over, gets immediately dumped by Vatira, and Karmine Corp are ravenous and rabid. They do not let this ball fall into their half at any given moment. Vatira immediately up, attempts the double, goes cross net, slices Spacestation Gaming out of the sky.
I mean, it wasn't juicy, but this shot was juicy for sure. Top right, it was millimeter perfect from Vati. Taken over, well and truly. Maybe he's going to embrace this chance to take out all of North America's top hopes. There's another fake this time. It's Atto Vati with the 50. Juicy right there. He's got a free shot. He's got an opening, and it's 2-0.
Vatira a little more animated when he's not the one scoring for some reason. It's a lovely setup, just gets that high 50. Chronic finds himself below the ball, so no momentum to get to it. Only a minute 10.
No time. Is there enough? Chronic goes low, dodges one, but Vatira's right there. What a save from Diaz. That's a just backflip onto that top left corner. Chronic throws it left. They're trying to just hit it where KC aren't. The problem is they're also hitting it where Space Station aren't either. There's just no one home. They're all worried about getting boost. They're worried about where the next attack's coming from the blue wall.
Final 40 is revealed. Pops it round one. Juicy, he finds himself away from home. And Space Station Gaming, they cut the deficit.
Yeah, just a little unprofessional here from KC. Atto misses the ball and Vatira just commits with no support behind, no third man. You're up 2 goals with 40 seconds left.
This Atto gets it central. Vatira now wanting the bump. They've left Juicy alone. He's on an island.
What on earth was this? It's a double commit. It's almost in the net. 10 seconds left. This is it. Chronic throwing it down. He's going to have to get a touch. Is it a pass? Diaz with the pre-jump. It's pinched off the wall and down the other end. It has to stay alive for Space Station to stay alive in the gauntlet. KC staring at Shopify Rebellion. If they can find the ball on the ground, Space Station trying to keep it up. Keep it up. They won't. Karmine Corp, 4-1.
They keep the hopes of Europe alive.